The very word you've been using to describe your loyal companion, pet, is now under attack. PETA, the People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, has declared a new battlefront in their ongoing quest for animal rights, and their target is the word pet itself. Could this seemingly innocent term be subconsciously influencing how we view our cherished pups? And what do we call them instead? In this video, we'll examine if there's really something off with the word pet, and offer 6 bold alternatives. Before we dive in, hit that subscribe button and join our pack of dog lovers. Perhaps the most obvious way to refer to your dog is as your baby. I mean, they're adorable. You feed them, you bathe them, and let's be honest, you even talk to them in a baby voice. And sure, calling them your fur baby feels right because they're basically part of the family, right? But here's the catch. No matter how much you baby your pooch, there's still, well, a dog that sniffs butts at the park, rolls in mud, and occasionally eats something questionable off the sidewalk. And while your pup might look at you with those wide, innocent eyes, they still need things like boundaries and structure. In short, your baby won't grow up, get a job, and move out. In fact, they'll probably expect belly rubs forever. So maybe this isn't the word we're looking for. Sometimes you just want something to squeeze. Dogs are fluffy, they're warm, they feel soft, and they have a reassuring weight when they lie on top of you. What could be a better plushie than that? Maybe that should be their name? Well, first of all, if PETA thought that pet was a bit too close to calling your dog an inanimate object, then they're probably going to have a problem with plushie. Secondly, however, dogs don't actually like being hugged. Although they enjoy being petted by and leaning or lying on top of their favorite human, the sensation of having arms wrapped around them specifically can often make them feel uncomfortably trapped and confined. Your dog won't appreciate being called a plushie, and they certainly won't appreciate being treated like one. When you're feeling down, when no one else is around, who's there for you? Your dog, of course. They're always listening without judgment, giving you their full, undivided attention, unless there's a squirrel, and letting you ramble on without offering unsolicited advice. And honestly, they're pretty great at keeping your secrets too, so why not just go ahead and call them your therapist? Well, first off, actual therapy dogs and emotional support animals exist, and they go through rigorous training to be able to help people in very specific ways. As much as we'd like to think our pups are qualified professionals, they've probably skipped a few classes in doggy college. Secondly, as smart as Fluffy is, they most probably can't diagnose your existential crisis or offer advice on your relationship problems. So, while your dog is an emotional rock for you, maybe it's time to brainstorm another title. Maybe you don't need a therapist then. Maybe you need a life coach. Somebody to sort out your routine, keep you active, and help you overcome your bad habits. This is certainly a role that your dog can play in your life. Dogs are especially good at keeping people active. A British study in 2019 showed that dog owners are 4 times more likely to meet their daily exercise goals than non-dog owners, and walk for an average of 300 minutes a week versus the average person's 100. Having a dog means that there is always a reason to get out of the house. You can't put it off or decide to go and do something else when an animal you love is in need. Dogs are also very good at picking up on routines. They have a strong sense of time and will soon pick up on what is meant to happen when. Some dogs will even know when to meet their humans off of trains or pick up their humans' children from school. They can become stressed out if their routine is disrupted, which again provides you with the perfect motivation to keep up with yours. The problem with this label, however, is that it doesn't quite capture the essence of why you get a dog in the first place. Most of us didn't decide to bring a dog into our lives just to improve our cardio. While Exercise Buddy might sound functional, we need a name that puts the spotlight on the real reason we love having dogs. What about best friend? Isn't that exactly what they say about dogs and humans? The two of you have a special bond, and maybe the name you refer to them by should reflect that status. Your dog is your bestie, your ride or die, somebody that you can talk to and trust. They know your darkest secrets, and they know exactly how to make you laugh when you're feeling blue. But here's the catch. Best friends are equals, right? And let's be real, as much as we love our dogs, they're not exactly equipped to make equal decisions. In reality, dogs need us to be their leader, not their BFF, because if we let them take charge, things can get chaotic, like chewing on your new shoes, chaotic. So while it's tempting to call your dog your bestie and imagine you're on the same level, it's our job to make sure they don't get themselves into trouble. We can still be their best friend, just the kind that occasionally says, "No, you can't eat that." If you've ever had cause to worry about your personal safety or the safety of your property, you might have considered getting a dog as your protector. The presence of a guard dog can often be the difference between your house being burgled and the thieves deciding to give it a miss. Same with getting mugged or attacked in the street. Having a guard dog can help build your confidence and make you feel more comfortable in your home, especially if you have already experienced the trauma of a home invasion. So why not make it official? This is my protector, Scruffy, defender of the sofa. Truth is, calling your dog a protector puts a lot of unnecessary pressure on them. Dogs are super in tune with our emotions, so if you're constantly giving off, "I need you to save me" vibes, they're going to start stressing out fast. Your lovable furball is much happier being your loyal companion, not your personal bodyguard. Plus, deep down, you know they'd rather be chasing tennis balls than chasing off bad guys. So, what is so bad about the word pet anyway? Pet was a surprisingly late addition to the English language. It was first recorded in writing in 1539 to refer to, of all things, a bottle-fed tame lamb. By 1568, we get the first use of the word in the sense of an indulged child, like how you might refer to the teacher's favorite kid as the teacher's pet. So it's possible that the word pet started out as simply the word for small, cute thing, and only later became specific to animals. Although we don't know exactly where it came from, ironically, just like the word dog, the most popular theory is that it originated from the French word petite, meaning small. Maybe that's why 80-pound golden retrievers or Great Danes often act like they're a toy breed, squeezing into the tiniest space on the couch. Whatever the origin of the word pet, however, one thing is clear. Despite PETA's claim, the word's primary meaning has never been about ownership. On the contrary, whether it's applied to an animal or a child, the word pet has always been used to imply somebody who is treasured and indulged. And isn't that the best way to refer to our dogs? Maybe we should just stick with the classic term after all. You know you can trust your pup to remember where the cheese is. And for sure, they will not forget you if you leave for a few hours. But what if you have to leave them for longer than a few days? By the end of this video about how long dogs remember things, you will be an expert in mutt memory.